the crowd here pushing through the crew.
The Crew is the best college soccer supporters group in the country.
The origins of the Crew really started with the 2002 season. We had gotten to the quarterfinal, played a terrific Connecticut team, and about 3 days before the game, we had a massive snowstorm.
Winter wonderland out here. You know, right behind us, you see a field of dreams.
We had snowbanks behind the goal and along the sidelines. And all of a sudden, you had students behind the goal. You had fans standing up along the sideline where normally the track is. And the idea of having the students closer to the field really started to take germination. The other thing that happened was in the semifinals of 2002, we lost a heartbreaking game to UCLA. It just so happened that we scheduled UCLA for home opener in 2003 on a Friday night. And man, did our students take notes.
UCLA Bruins beat the Terrapins of Maryland.
You just had a couple of starry-eyed freshmen who had nothing better to do on a Friday night. I think if my memory serves me, September 5th, 2003. I was in a freshman dorm room with one of those converted doubles into triples. And so I had two other guys and I'm like, hey, we got nothing else going on. Let's head down to Ludwig Field.
They were bantering with UCLA's bus. They were booing like crazy. And
instead of being off to the side, we found these seats right behind the goal. And naturally we gravitated towards those, started yelling at the goalkeeper, and he talked back. And the rest is history, I think.
That night against UCLA in 2003, Friday Night Lights and the Crew were born together.
We obviously were just doing it for fun. We weren't doing it for any plaudits or even recognition. I mean, we were just having a great time. Just the looks on everyone's faces, everyone having a great time. That's when we were like, we're doing something pretty cool here. Chris Lankos, Abe Thompson, Jason Gary. I mean, these were the dudes that were like, scoring a goal and jumping up and celebrating with us, instead of running to the sideline. We'd like see them in Bentleys, and be like, hey, what's up, guys? And they're like, yo, those are the Crew guys. And they were the ones that were originally like, we have a special connection with these fans. What to name ourselves. That was actually a topic of big debate. We had a couple candidates. I'll give a shout out to our boy Dave Berry. He wanted to call us the Terpetrators. That one kind of got shot down, thank goodness. Before every game I would shout, hi goalie name.
I'm Mike.
And this is my crew. Get to know us because
we are here to be all over you.
For the next 90 minutes.
For the next 90 minutes.
And then everyone would just go, "Rah!" One of those first games, one of the Testudo Times reporters came and pulled us out, and he's like, by the way, what do you guys call yourselves? And of course Dave's like, Terpetrators. And I was like, I don't know, like this is how I introduced myself and us, and I think we're the Crew, and everyone else around us is like, yeah, we're the Crew. And then we became the Crew.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Crew is a great name. I mean, it was a student-led organization, Mike and his crew, but when you think of the Crew, you always think of hard-working people and loyal and disciplined, and maybe not disciplined.
We did have some like unruly behavior. The beginning was like the Wild Wild West. Sasha had to come over and tell everyone to kind of chill out, no cursing, it's a family function. And
they became the hardest working student fan group in all of college soccer. They show up early, stay late, are on their feet the entire game, singing, chanting, really became a part of who we are. To have the energy of the student fans, to have them cheer you on when things are great, to have them lift you up when things are bad. It just gives you a little extra pep in your step. I think they've led to a lot of victories over the years.
I felt like I had won a national championship in 2005, just alongside the players. I've only been in the zone or like blacked out like a couple times in my life. Once the final whistle blew, I just like lost control of my body, jumped the fence and just rushed the field, bum rushed it. And they had like 20 security guards right there. Planted the foot, spin move, got past them, and like before I knew it, I was in the middle of the players just like jumping up and down and celebrating. And then I looked back and the rest of the, the crew's running past. They just, broke right through the wall there. We did feel like we had an impact on the game. You hear what the opposing players say, I don't want to come into Ludwig Field.
It's a massive love-hate relationship. Every coach that's ever played here has told me that it was probably the highlight of their player's career. But I also think they kind of hate it because sometimes our fans can be pretty harsh.
They're not on your side at all. They're bringing up anything that they can find on the internet. They're trying to distract you days before on your Instagram, Twitter, whatever they can find and get to you. They're going to try and get in your head.
Information that maybe even their own parents didn't know about them, and seem to somehow get that out there.
I mean, obviously some guys are up to the task, but others, it really gets to them mentally, so it's definitely a huge help for us.
Because of the way they're situated up on top of the goals and so close to the field, you can feel the energy from like a big tackle.
You start hearing the energy build once we score, momentum gets up, everything gets going. It makes us want to be better for them.
The Crew is one of the major reasons that I committed to Maryland. I wanted to play in front of people that cared and understood what was happening.
I mean, they're just loud and so supportive. They actually love going to the games, which is amazing. It's really special for us.
We didn't necessarily know what we were doing. They got it down to a science now. I'm not a religious guy, but for many years, the Crew was my religion. What else is a common gathering ground with people who share the same fervent belief as you? What else is that other than a religion? We would all hang out with each other, you know, outside of Maryland soccer games. I met so many people, so many lifelong friends there that I still keep in touch with today.
Certainly one of the most proud things of my entire career is to have a student fan base like the Crew that is the envy of all of college soccer.
I think it's a really cool way for people to find their niche and make those relationships forever.